Ain't signal. Oh, wait. Are we live? We are live.
Is this live?
Oh yeah, we're live.
Live?
We're live.
No
Oh
way.
man, I didn't get a pop-up saying we're live. We are live on a
That
delay.
that that um JSN presser tells you everything you need to know about how the Shane Waldron era is going to go in Chicago. Is this live?
Is this live? Yeah, no, honestly. I normally I'll get a little pop-up saying like
Yeah,
about to
no,
go
I remember
live, and
I
that's
I used to get it too. That you don't get it anymore.
yeah, I don't get it anymore. I hate the
These
news
Zoom
thing, man.
updates,
It
man.
sucks. But we are live. Welcome to the West Coast Draft Podcast. It's your boys, it's Rob, it's Daniel, it's Beau. I pounded Daniel. I pointed myself when I said Daniel, and I pointed Daniel when I said Beau. So welcome to the podcast,
Freaky
Beau.
Friday. No guest
Um,
appearance tonight.
no, no guest appearance, no guest appearance, but that's okay. That's all
Wait, you were
right.
gonna have a guest appearance?
We have a certain former fraternity member. He's actually in the other room, but he's playing Assassin's Creed. He might pop in. Oh, he just said hi. He might pop in a little bit later, but that's all right.
He's only not on because it's the first week the Chiefs lost.
Yeah, he's mad because the Chiefs lost. That's probably what it is.
Dude, that
Um,
Josh Allen run though was fucking crazy.
Oh man, Joe Brady was cooking in that game, man.
Joe Brady was cooking, man. He was definitely putting his Bengals resume up on the table. What? Who said that? Speaking of the question I was gonna lead the podcast with, but then screwed up the live
Honestly, if
announcement.
Burrow gets his way,
Hey, man,
I bet he'd
how
speak
does it
highly
feel,
of Joe
guys?
Brady.
How does it feel to still care about football in week 12? How does
Woo!
it feel to not want to blow your brains out every Sunday?
Dude, it feels amazing. I
It was
feel like a
great, man.
privileged fan, an actual
Hey,
privileged
I was
Lions fan.
we were getting close to the pit of despair if we had another loss there.
I mean,
Oh
you guys are already
man.
there, man. It's 5-5, 4-6, tomato, tomato.
That's 4-7. I live there, motherfucker. I've lived there for a while. Hey, at least I get elite QB play.
That's
That's
true.
it.
You're the
That's
only
all
one
I
who
got.
does.
That's all I got on you
You're the
guys at
only
this
one
point.
here who gets elite QB play.
I get elite QB play and losses. And according to that one Reddit power ranking chart, I have the second best or the second best animal mascot if they were
Nice.
all to fight. So I got two things going for me, and that's about it. So I get to witness the greatness of Joe Burrow on a weekly basis, but I don't get to witness wins. It's not a fun trade-off. I wouldn't recommend it.
New Carson
Um,
Palmer. Welcome back, Carson Palmer.
it's a little different in Carson Palmer, and the reason it's going to be end up being different Carson Palmer, I think, it might be more like Andrew Luck at a certain point, which is
Yeah.
even might be even worse to
Honestly,
think
I
about.
think
But
Burrow's
Palmer
highs are
Palmer was
higher
a
than Andrew Luck's highs.
But Palmer was a spoiled SoCal kid who, as
Wasn't
soon as he
Andrew
had
Luck
any,
also a spoiled SoCal kid?
no, Andrew Luck was born in like Japan.
What?
Yeah. Oh no, he was no, sorry, I'm thinking of RG3. Andrew Luck was born in DC and he lived in Texas, went to Stanford. He was not spoiled
That's some
SoCal kid.
irony that he didn't get drafted by the.
Command
I
or
just said
at the
command.
time, hey, asterisk at the time, Washington Redskins.
There we go.
As long as
Man,
we say at
RG
the
three's
time.
rookie season was electric. Shame on
Yeah.
Chris Clemens for destroying his knee.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking Chris Clemens, man. How dare he? How dare he?
I watched that game, man, and that was horrific. That knee.
Hmm. Oh yeah. I you still see replays of it all the time, and it's brutal.
That one's just awful because he was already playing. I think at least one of his ligaments was already torn.
Yeah.
RG3 got done dirty, man. He was awesome at Baylor. They they liked him so much in DC that they were making the Obama hope sign with RG3's
I
face
did.
on it.
I remember those. I remember those. That was
That's how
iconic,
big
man.
RG3 was. If people forget,
Yeah. Yeah.
dude,
RG3 was a
I bet you Russ
phenom.
was so fucking jealous too, because
Was
yeah,
jealous?
huh?
Who was jealous?
Russ of RG3 getting compared to Obama in the DC area because Russ is from Virginia
Oh,
and Russ is friends with Obama. He wasn't friends with him then, but now he is. Must have happened at the Super Bowl visit. I think Obama was like, "I'm the best president in the game," trolling Richard Sherman. Let me be clear, I'm the best president in the game.
All right, description done, boys. How do you like this? The
But
Bengals
like,
season is done, but
what's the
hey,
description?
at least the Chiefs lost.
that's true.
Anyways, Beau, Rob, and Daniel are back to talk about the stupid NFL and the stupid teams that stupidly won, and I guess we'll predict games for this week too.
Um, and the other funny part about that Super Bowl visit was Richard Sherman and Doug Baldwin were like absolutely as close as they could be to Obama and in the camera, standing next to each other. Just Stanford boys, man. You guys ever see the
Stanford.
picture of that was when all three of these guys were in college. It was Richard Sherman and Doug Baldwin watching Jermaine Kearse try and catch a ball. You guys ever see that picture?
Okay, oh no.
Oh, look it up. Look it up. Just those words.
Yeah.
It's a cool picture.
What is it? Let me see. Google. I'm on Google Images. Hold on. What should I look up?
Richard Sherman and
Jermaine.
Doug Baldwin watched Jermaine Kearse. It's a cool picture. It's just the irony of it for what's going to come.
Oh, this one. Oh, I got it.
Yeah, isn't that some irony right there?
Man, it's in Seattle too, because the Huskies are
Yeah,
at home.
yeah, even more. Isn't that pretty neat? That might have
Yeah,
been actually in Central or in Quest Field at the time too. That might have
yeah,
been
'cause
when the Huskies were playing there.
yeah, it might have been during the renovations.
Just some fun irony right there.
People forget that Richard Sherman's a Stanford guy.
I don't think so.
Stanford,
I don't
so
think people
man.
forget that. He's a smart,
highly
smart,
educated
smart
man.
guy, man.
Man, like 2008 to 2015, Stanford still has a place in my
And
heart.
he fucking hated Harbaugh. Hated him. I just
Anyways,
remember it was the 2012 home game blowout near the end of the season on Harbaugh's birthday. And he's like, Richard Sherman's at the camera, like, "Happy birthday, Harbaugh." That dude just fucking hated him because Harbaugh made Sherm switch from receiver. And honestly, that move worked out pretty good for
yeah, I
you.
know. It sounds like it actually pretty well
Sounds
for
like
us.
Harbaugh was probably right.
Probably going to the Hall of Fame, man. You're welcome. Would have
Yeah.
been nice. Oh man. Okay. Do the Chargers play on Thursday Night Football at all this year? Because if they do and they win, they need to get Harbaugh on the post-game show. I'm sorry. I can't tell if any of these games are Thursday Night Football. I'm not that good at math.
Me neither. That's not
It does
math. That's prime numbers, baby.
Monday Night Football, 12-1, 12-8, 12-15, 12.
I
Yeah,
like the
these are all
punt.
seven.
You
I'm
guys
just saying these are all seven
you guys
apart.
missed
These are
my
all Sunday.
puns. You missed my pun there.
Yeah, okay. That
Thank you.
I
Thank
got
you.
it. I got it. Man, the Chargers didn't have to play a single Thursday night game this year. The lucky bastards.
Usually they
Bengals
put
have fucking
teams that they
two.
usually they put teams that they think will be bad on Thursday. So that's
I
interesting.
got Bengals got fucking two, and they're right in that
They were
case.
right about that one. Or maybe it was the Thursday night games that made them bad. The one thing I just hate about McDonald is he's all chummy with the Harbaughs.
Of course he is. He worked for them.
Like at the coaches clinic, he was like, "Oh yeah, this is a good Harbaughism." I was like, "Ugh, gross."
I mean, he worked for literally both of them
I know, but
consecutively.
he should read the room.
Yeah, I guess Seattle doesn't love the Harbaughs. He's
Nope.
got one of the Harbaughs on his staff.
I was so pissed when they added him because I wanted
Yo,
them to
Rob, before
keep
you
him.
know it, Jim Harbaugh is going to be the Seahawks coach.
Oh,
You're going to have to live with it.
he
You're going to
will.
have to
He
root for
will.
the guy.
He would never be the Seahawks head coach because he hates the Seahawks.
What if he gets paid a bunch of money? What if they give him like a 10-year, $100
I
million
mean,
contract?
there's already precedent for that. He took way less money to coach the Niners to play against Pete Carroll. Like the
Wait,
Dolphins
didn't
owner,
we? Did we
offered
have this
him.
conversation on Tuesday
We
where like
did. We
Harbaugh and
did.
Pete Carroll are like the same guy, just on
Mhm.
rival teams every time?
And yeah,
Like,
well, no, the Dolphins owner, who was a Michigan grad, gave him like at least 3 times as much money to coach for the Dolphins. But he's like, no, I'm here to screw with Pete Carroll. Shout out to Jim Schwartz for calling him on his bullshit in like 2011.
Dude, Jim
who's
Schwartz
the
is a goat.
Tony Sperano? Tony Sperano was the coach of the Dolphins that year. Huh. Interesting. Anyways,
Tony Spur, man, some of those early 2010s, like mid Italian coaches, they were getting hired everywhere, man. Eric Mangini,
Eric Mangini. That's the one I always think of, Eric Mangini. Honestly, he's
the what's his name game? Oh, I'm blank. That Browns running back, Peyton Hillis game. That was
yeah, Peyton
Mangini.
Hillis game. Yep. Yep.
Madden cover, baby. That was my first Madden.
That was my first Madden on next gen. I got the Madden 11 on Wii, or not next gen, on like a real console, like a PS3.
I had Madden 12 on the Wii.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Nice, man. It was a Madden 11 on Wii and Madden 12 on Wii were the same actually game. That's why I was like I begged my mom to give me a PS3 so that I could play like a real Madden game. And lo and behold, fuck it, it worked, I guess. So shout out begging. Don't 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 clip me on that. Or do. I guess we'll see. Anyways, NFL week 11. It was a week that happened. It was certainly a week that happened. Start on Thursday night. I guess we already talked about this game a little bit. Washington, Philly. No, we didn't talk about this game because we didn't have a no, we did
No,
the
we
NFL
didn't. We
pod
didn't have
early
a
last
Thursday
week.
night, I don't think.
We did not. Washington was really in control of this game for the first half, but
They
they just
were.
weren't putting up enough points as a result. And then Saquon Barkley just decided that he wanted to do roids at halftime, and it worked.
Half halftime adjustments, and it's the needle.
Halftime adjustments, just shooting up roids,
Dude,
man.
the old
Ugh.
Instagram meme
Sorry,
war,
boys.
the meme war of how
I'm sorry. He was on mute. The second he comes off mute, he just lets out the loudest burp.
comedic timing, baby. Let's
Dude,
go.
right? Comedic genius.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Rob.
I forget what I was saying.
Oh,
So,
I think we're talking about Saquon Barkley and roids. I don't know.
oh yeah, that meme that's going around of like if NFL teams should let one player on each team do steroids. Like Saquon doesn't need them, man.
Oh, dude, if I could inject steroids into Joe Burrow's right shoulder, I don't think the Bengals. I mean,
You need to put it in
would
his
it
right
fit?
hand.
Would it
He was
fix?
holding water bottles weird again.
Oh, yeah. Would it fix the defense? No. Would it fix Evan McPherson? No. Would it fix the offensive line? No. Would he be able to sling that shit 80 yards?
Yeah,
Yes. Would
hell
we
yeah.
ever lose another game? No, because we put up 50 fucking points. God.
Um,
I'm imagining there is some universe where there's a quarterback that is Joe Burrow's brain and playmaking ability and Josh Allen's body and arm. And no team, he's never lost a football game in his life. That's just the way it is.
yeah, that is the way it is, man.
But we don't have that, unfortunately. In the universe we're in, they were split into two different people, which for the sake of the NFL is probably a good
I
thing.
remember like I think it was early in the season, the preseason, and people were saying that Joe Burrow holding his water bottle weird. He should have done
Hmm.
that like Trump press conference when people were saying he drank water weird, where he just drank a cup of water. He should have done that.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, you remember that meme of like a guy watching the draft gets drafted? You know that
Hmm.
meme? Where it's like
Oh
me,
yeah. Me? Yeah.
I saw a meme of that of like Trump expecting figuring out who he's gonna appoint to be next attorney general, and you're watching like the news, and it's like, has it pointed this for? Has it pointed you? Is it during general? Like what? All right, thanks, Mr.
Um,
President.
all right. Well, I guess I better fly to DC then. Well, I'm flying to DC. I don't know. Hopefully, whoever made those second half adjustments for the Commanders, I will be firing. I guess I'm being hired as Attorney
Make the
General. That
colony
is.
state. When Dan Snyder was running the team, they should have been a proposal to make it a state-owned team. Nationalize the commies.
Nationalize the commies. Yeah, makes sense. Saquon Barkley's so fucking good, man. I don't know. He's been
Dude, Giants gotta be
Giants look like
kicking
idiots right
themselves.
now.
Kicking
Oh,
a franchise tag for a running back so cheap.
all right.
It's
They could
so
have tagged
cheap.
him again. They could have tagged him again, or they could have just fucking signed him too. I mean, the
I
running
think he
back
wanted
salary's
out.
not crazy high.
I
He
think he
probably
wanted
did.
out though.
But if you, I mean, if you believe the hard knock off-season hard knocks, like he
True.
was talking to Shane at the Senior Bowl, like on or when Shane was at the Senior Bowl, he was on the phone with Saquon, and it sounded like he still wanted to be there, and he was waiting for the Giants to send
Dude,
him an
no
offer.
team. I've said this a million times, but no team is ever going to do off-season hard knocks again.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Bengals are doing in-season. The entire AFC North is doing in-season hard knocks. That'll be interesting. I
When
honestly
does
don't
that
even
come
know.
out?
In a couple weeks, I think they just released the trailer for it a few
You're going to
days
be
ago.
so depressed during it, man.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be literally the meme of SpongeBob and Patrick like and then Squidward's like looking out the window
That's going to be
like at
you.
them. It's like Steelers and Ravens fans watching off-season Hard Knocks, Bengals and Browns fans watching or in-season Hard Knocks. It's Squidward. Yeah, I'm like, God fucking damn
Hey, but
it.
at
Hey
least Joe
man.
Burrow's got aura, right, Bo?
And you know what? That has not fucking changed, man.
Dude, he
Yeah,
looked
he's got more
so
aura
depressed
than the
after
greatest wide receiver
McPherson
in the
missed those
NFL.
kicks.
He does have more aura than Amon-Ra St. Brown.
You know who
Oh,
has a better season than Amon-Ra?
what's up?
You know who has a better season than Amon-Ra right now?
Who? Who?
JSN, statistically.
Oh,
Dude, whose team is nine and
boys.
one? Whose team is in the
I
basement?
know. I
Crap
Okay,
division.
I'm just. It is
wait.
true,
I'm
but
sorry.
it's funny.
I'm sorry. Wins are not a QB stat, and they are certainly not a wide receiver stat.
Hey, but they are we have the best fucking players stat and the best coaches.
Strength of
Coaches,
schedule.
yes,
Strength of
and
schedule
generally
merchant.
players.
Strength of schedule merchant.
You know what? Fine. Penei Sewell has more aura than every single player in the NFL. Bar
No,
none.
he's a duck. So no.
Jake Bates has more aura than every player in the NFL.
I can get behind that. Yeah.
That
Fuck it.
one's more accurate.
Jake Bates. Let's do it.
All right, let's get into the ownership dispute. That's the new name for this game.
Oh yeah,
Packers,
Green Bay,
Bears.
Chicago. Chicago put up a fight, man.
And it happened the same way that it happened to the Chiefs Broncos.
Did you all see the Bears fan that posted
I
like if
sent
this
that.
happened?
You
Oh,
did
you
this
did?
again. Second episode in a row.
If this happens to us against Green Bay next week, I'm gonna be sick. Has not posted since.
That one and the kid, the dad videotaping his kid watching the block kick.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Oh
I saw that
gosh.
I
one
saw
too.
that one, dude. That's so sad, man.
I feel
Come
bad
on.
for that kid.
Why are
man.
people reporting that shit, bro?
CPS?
Like poor kid.
Send it on Instagram.
That's like all over the internet now.
How long has it been since the Bears beat the Packers?
2018.
I can tell you
Ooh.
actually.
2018
2018
was the last
sounds right.
time. Matt Nagy's first year.
That is
Dude,
correct.
Packers Bears games, guys, they prove we live in a simulation, all right? Because the Bears most of the time are pretty competitive, but they end up losing because the Bears suck. And then Packers fans, they'll watch their team and they'll be like, "Oh God, our team's so shit. How are we only 7-2? What a terrible record!" And they just pull a BS win against Chicago, and they still complain about the same shit, but then they'll just be like, "The Bears still suck," and it's the same every game, every year.
Yeah, boys. The Bengals were the only AFC North team that won in Cleveland this year.
Wow, that's
We were actually
surprising.
the best. We were actually the best the whole time.
The 1 year you guys actually do it, and you have this kind of season.
I guess we're just the best.
What's Zach Taylor's overall record?
Hey, you got
What's
the best
up?
quarterback at
What's
least.
Zach Taylor's overall record?
Zach Taylor's overall record is not pretty because guess what? Well, he went two twenty
Two.
six and one in his first 2 years. Or something like that. 225 and one his first 2 years. And then they had the 2 years where they did really good. Went to the Super Bowl and the AFC Championship. Last year they went 9-8. So like overall, I think he does. No, he doesn't have a winning record overall
Dude
because
is
they're.
such a Burrow
Hold on,
merchant, man.
I could also just Google this. I don't know why I'm not just doing
Get
that.
yourself a flight back to LA.
Yeah, honestly, Zach Taylor record. No, I want his career. I just want his win loss record. How hard is that to get? Here we go. 41, 51 and one.
Oof. Oof. He's
He's
gotta
5-2 in the playoffs, I guess, if you want to look for a positive.
he's gotta get fired, man. I
You
cannot
have
believe Doug Peterson still has a job.
This is crazy. Look at this defensive SRS. This is fucking wild, man. I don't know what I don't know what this number means, but holy shit, dude. Yeah. Oh, man, Zach Taylor. We'll talk about that game later. I've got plenty of thoughts on that one. Green Bay, Chicago. Yeah, Green Bay got lucky bullshit to go in their favor, like they often do. Chicago, cursed, especially against Green Bay. All right, Daniel, go ahead. Talk about the lines.
Ah. Let's look at the stats, boys. You see Jared
Uh,
Goff right there? How many yards did he throw for?
412 against one
Someone
of the
tell me.
worst
Twelve
Good.
defenses in
yards.
football.
How many yards did Amon-Ra St. Brown get?
161 against one of the worst defenses in football.
That's not relevant. Jameson Williams got 124 yards on four receptions. We literally, this team proves every fucking week they are the best team in the National Football League. And the rest of your teams are fucking peons. All of you peasants. I look down on every single one of your teams right now. Terrible. Even the Vikings, bro, and the Packers, terrible teams. I know they have great records, terrible teams. Seattle, 500, terrible team. Cincinnati, best quarterback in football, terrible team. Kansas City, even though they got their first loss against Buffalo, terrible team. They've only been winning close games. They've only been winning with voodoo magic. But the Detroit Lions, third best DVOA of all time, only behind the '07 Patriots and the '91 Redskins. That's pretty fucking impressive, guys. Really, really, really damn good. Now you guys understand why I say the Detroit Lions are the future New England Patriots. The best coaches, the best players, the greatest owners, the greatest GM. You see it every week in, week out. We come in and we pummel these teams. We play against Jaguars and Titans at home, absolutely pummel them. We want to get revenge in Dallas, pummel them. We hate the Packers, we pummel them in Lambeau in a rainy day when everyone thought that Jared Goff was going to struggle, but he ended up having a better game than Jordan Love did. This Lions season, boys, is like the historical revenge tour for this beautiful football club, and I could not be prouder of this team. 15 years of fandom justified in this specific year. And if they go on to win the Super Bowl, I'm going to laugh and gloat so fucking much. And it's going to be the greatest season ever. Because the thing is, unlike the '07 Patriots, we already got our loss out of the way. So, pretty good chance we
True.
make it, and pretty good chance we win it all.
That's
Just
true.
saying.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to hear an argument from me. I've said for a few weeks now, I think the Lions are the best team in football.
Good. Good. You have the right state of mind. You know what was even funnier? As far as the game itself, bro, it was FBS versus FCS. That was my only takeaway over the weekend.
They beat
That's
him.
still
They
my
beat
only
him
takeaway.
by more than
But now they have meet Mercer.
Exactly, bro. Dude, we're so fucking good. We're so good.
Of course, this happens when the car brand does one of the world's worst rebrands.
Jaguars, yeah. Oh, God.
Dude, yeah. FBS versus FCS, man.
Doug Peterson hasn't been fired yet, though.
We're
I
a class
cannot
above.
believe it.
And that's why we're a class above these peasant teams like the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's because he hasn't grinded on any girls in Ohio.
That's true. That's true. I guess the Michigan women weren't worth grinding on.
When's the last time next time the Jags play in Ohio? Look it up on the schedule.
Don't
Next time
remind
the
me of
Jags
Urban
play in
Meyer,
Ohio,
dude.
probably when they no, they're gonna get a last place schedule next year. Oh wait, yeah, they'll probably play the Browns next year.
Do they not play him this year anymore?
No, because they already played this year. Let's see, 20. Wait, hold on. Sorry. 2025 Jaguars schedule. Let's see if they
You
play
know, it's
at,
just
because we can kind of look at this. They'll play at AFC North TBD. Okay, so they will either play the Browns or Bengals next
let's
year.
go.
Ah,
We get the Jags next year. Although that could be bad.
they get Travis Hunter. They, oh yeah, Tankathon, in case you guys are curious. Let's pull that up to see because we are a draft podcast after all. Current check-in. The top two teams are both in the
I
AFC
see a
South.
lot of quarterbacks going early. Titans, Giants, Vegas. Wait, no. Yeah, Vegas didn't get one. Titans, Giants, Vegas, Jets, Browns. All need a quarterback. Saints. God damn it.
Yeah,
I wanted a quarterback.
5 wins is already too much, I'm afraid. Or it just means that you can take one at a range that actually should be taken in, and they
I
actually
hope Quinn
fall.
Ewers really falls. Because I
Yeah.
think Schneider would
I
take
don't
him
think the
this year.
NFL likes him that much. I don't think he'll
I
be
know
taken top 10.
I mean he name dropped Quinn Ewers when he was talking about Byron Murphy. So that tells me something.
Yeah. Um, Speaking of Byron Murphy, cornerback for the Minnesota
Hey,
Vikings. Oh man, that's a good segue right there.
that
You
was
gotta
really
give me
good.
that one. Byron Murphy, corner for the Minnesota Vikings. They went to Tennessee, won 23-13.
Will Levis
Um,
almost had 300 yards. Elite
they did
quarterback, if
almost
you ask
have
me.
against the Brian Flores defense and only put up 13 points in the
Elite
process, though.
quarterback.
Elite quarterback, but only put up 13 points. Um, that's actually a pretty good performance against the Vikings defense, but still.
Yeah.
Leading rusher in this game was Aaron Jones with 39 yards.
Ugh.
That's hilarious. Yikes.
What do you mean,
Uh,
yikes? That's the best
30.
rushing yardage I've ever seen in a game, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, there you go. I don't know. I don't want to take away from this game. Honestly, the Vikings are,
Apparently
you
the
know,
Titans got flagged a lot, is what I
they,
heard.
yeah.
And I was kind of annoyed with the Vikings because they didn't even play that well, dude. It's just the Titans suck so much, man. They just suck so much. So the Vikings, what do? They just get an easy win. They don't even have to try. Bro, Will
Um,
Levis. I didn't realize Will Levis outgained Sam Darnold though. That was surprising.
it's a couple weeks in a row that Sam Darnold's not exactly on his A game, but it doesn't matter because the Titans are dog shit.
And the Vikings are
Um,
8 too.
Yeah. Dolphins destroy the Raiders. Brock Bowers, man, fucking baller, but he's the only one on the entire Raiders. Max Crosby. The Raiders' best players are all white guys. Carlson too, and their AJ Cole. Their four best players are all white dudes. Who would have thought in 2024? Anyways, lost my train of thought. The Raiders are dog shit. Maybe there's a correlation right there. Um, Dolphins, however. After being dead in the water, there you go, because they're dolphins, get it? Anyways, they are now ahead of the Bengals in the AFC standings. Yay, I love my life. Um, yeah, no. The I mean, the Raiders just
Guys, do you
suck.
know what tomorrow is?
November 22nd?
You know what that means?
No idea. No.
It was it's gonna be 61 years since the Kennedy assassination.
Oh, nice. Shout out JFK. Um, there you go. Shout out JFK. How many years? 61, you said?
61.
61 years since JFK got a bullet in his head. That's crazy. Shout out
Still not the
JFK.
worst thing to happen in Dallas this week.
Yo, Bo, do you know if you're able to look at comments? Because you're streaming through YouTube, right? Do
Correct, I am.
you have any comments coming in?
I got one from
Someone said, "Boo."
it's from a user called Boo Seahawks. Great username, by the way. It says, I agree, go Detroit Lions.
You're gonna get a a message from Calvin Johnson fumble.
Hey man, like I said, once we get to the Niners Seahawks game, I am on your team, and we will make fun of the Niners together.
KJ Wright did nothing wrong except join the Niners coaching staff. Ugh.
He's on the Niners coaching staff.
Dude, no, come on.
Oh gosh.
There
Why, man?
a camera panned to him during the Geno Smith drive.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's crazy. The more you
I think
learn.
he might be the linebacker coach.
Boo Seahawks also. Well, Boo Seahawks, I'm sorry you feel that way. They did win this week though. I mean, if you're watching live, I mean, how do you feel about how do you feel about their win against the 49ers? Um, while Boo Seahawks is typing. We'll talk a little Rams Patriots. Rams kind of had this game under control. Patriots climbed back into it, made it look competitive, but
It really wasn't.
no, no. I mean, this is a game that went about how you'd expect. Leading passer, rusher, and receiver all being on the same team. Usually when that happens, that's pretty important. Don't look at that Bengals game down there though. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep bringing that up. Don't worry about it.
Saints keep riding high thanks to the Pope's
Yeah,
blessings lately.
yeah. Jameis's trip back to New Orleans was not very productive for him.
Nope.
Say that much.
Oh, he put up 400 yards.
He did, yeah. I mean, shoot, he did. He put up 400
That's
yards,
what
but only
happens when
14
you're
points.
down that much.
That is very true. And I know he had a couple turnovers in this one too. Jerry Judy with 142 yards. Plus, he had some clutch catches tonight to help the
Uh,
Browns beat the Patriots. Taysom Hill, 138
said
yards too.
Browns beat the Patriots.
The Browns beat what?
You said the Browns beat the Patriots tonight. You're
Oh,
fired,
Browns
hot shot. You're
Steelers.
fired, hot shot.
Ah, I'm done. I'm done. You're right.
Um, yeah, no, they were doing some fun stuff with Taysom, man. They were doing some really fun stuff. 13 personnel, QB power. That was really neat.
Um, let's see. Colts Jets. It was funny. At one point in this game, the Colts were up, I think 16 nothing, I want to say, or maybe it was 13 nothing. Point being, they're up
AR's
pretty
back,
comfortably.
baby.
AR's bad. Well, it's funny. They were up comfortably, and then the next thing I knew, the Jets were winning. Oh yeah, it was 13 nothing Colts at halftime. And then the next I look up, and it's all of a sudden it's 16-13 Jets. And they were in control for most of the second half, and then the Colts scrapped their way back into it at the very end, and end up winning this one. So, yeah, the Colts are staying alive in the AFC playoff race. Jets are dead. Jets are done. Aaron Rodgers is he's probably not coming back to New York. They fired Joe Douglas this week, so it's not looking
Oh, did
super
you hear
hot
Aaron
there.
Rodgers is going to the Vikings next year?
Oh, it's true. It's true. It's part of
They
the
stand
tour.
normal.
I forgot about
Wait,
that.
no, we all know where he's gonna be
Oh, it's true.
mid-January.
Yeah, he's gonna be in RFK's it's gonna be
His
RFK's
department, his
office, his
cabinet
department,
department.
yeah. He's gonna be preaching the benefits of ayahuasca to the Department of Health and Human
Oh
Services.
boy. Honestly, fuck it, legalize ayahuasca. I'm cool with ayahuasca getting legalized. I got no issues with that. Oh shit, I should have said that here.
Ah, man, now we're fired, hot shots.
There goes my
Uh,
political career. I
nah,
have
it's
to
over.
remember what episode number this is for when I eventually run.
Yes, this is the 100th episode. I forgot to mention at the top of the show. It's our
Oh,
100th episode. Hey!
hey! We
Dude,
did it.
actually?
That's it is. Yeah, it's our
Oh,
100th
let's go.
episode. Um,
Well, that
well,
should be
I
easy
got
to
it.
remember.
Yeah, right. Just look for number 100. All right, hold on. I have to add that to the title. Completely forgot. 100th episode special.
Well, if I would have known, I would have prepared an interview with Coach Prime for today.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh well. 101. That's a good number. I bet Coach Prime. Coach Prime doesn't keep it 100. He keeps it
See,
101
Coach Prime only
anyways.
comes on during prime number episodes, so 101's a prime number, so we're good.
That's a good point. That's a good point. What about you, Boo Seahawks? How do you feel about the 100th episode? You excited? Um
Why are you looking at me, man?
what's that?
Why are you looking at me?
Oh no, I'm looking at I'm looking at the chat and I'm just like curious if you're looking down by chance.
Yeah.
Uh,
I wonder which one of us had a delayed reaction to it being the 100th episode.
I don't know, man.
so excited.
AR's back, baby. I was not wrong.
Never wrong, just early.
Just
Although
early.
he looks pretty rough for parts of this game too.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
did.
the thing is, the funny thing with AR, man, he looks rough for parts of every game, and he comes back and they
He's
still find a
he's
way
the
to win.
classic freaky quarterback who's inconsistent. He's the classic version of that.
Hey, you know what? That was what Josh Allen looked like as a rookie
Yeah,
too.
the year three jump, baby. But
That's it.
Josh Allen also isn't chronically injured.
That is also true. And he also had a coaching staff that didn't like bench him like 3 different times.
Mm-hmm.
He also, however, never asked to tap out of a game.
True. However, I can understand him doing that because he was running forever.
That's fair. That's fair.
Um,
Um,
you
oh,
know,
sorry.
and I will once again reaffirm my love for AR when I said I wouldn't play him for 2 years. I did say that.
He did. He did say that. I like how the number one video on YouTube is a George Pickens crash out compilation for me right now. Trust me, it won't be the last. Get the
Oh
video
man.
updated.
See, Russ has experience with dealing with crazies in his locker room, though.
Oh, we got a good question here from Boo Seahawks. Who do you guys think are going to the Super Bowl? Well, Boo Seahawks, I think the Seahawks got a good shot.
I gotta go with the Browns and let's go Giants.
Browns and Giants. You know, and I like that. I actually think the NFL for 1 year only should allow two AFC teams to play in the Super Bowl, and it should be Jaguars Browns.
Just
Oh
totally
no, it should be
DC.
Jaguars Raiders. Sorry, Jaguars Raiders.
It
Dude,
could
that's
be it
awful.
would be a novel idea to just have it be kind of a playoff bracket, no conferences, just by
Just
win.
seed it, and see what
Yeah,
happens. Yeah,
that could be fun.
with the Titans.
All
That's
32
how
teams make the playoffs.
all 32 teams make the playoffs, and we just like have a round of 32 and go from there. Just see
Yo,
what team
boys,
gets hot at
I got
the
a
end.
simple prediction for Boosie Hawks.
Yeah.
So I was thinking it's gonna be this year is gonna be like it's gonna be unlike any other year we've ever seen. We're gonna have the New York Giants make the Super. Daniel Jones is gonna come back, and you know who they're gonna
You
play?
don't have faith in Tommy Cutlets getting him to the bowl?
Daniel Jones is gonna get them there, and they're gonna play the Jets.
Of course, the all New
We're gonna,
York Bowl.
we're gonna get Giants Jets, and the media will salivate for 2 weeks.
It would be unstoppable. It would be unstoppable. Boost, I can't wait to see Boosie Ox reaction to that one. Uh,
I can't wait either. Actually,
um, where are we at? Oh, Ravens Steelers. Interesting. Yeah, it is an interesting prediction, Boosie Ox. I'm not gonna lie. Um, anyway, Ravens Steelers. Just further affirming my belief, A, that the Ravens are frauds. B, that the Ravens will never be able to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. Also, the Steelers didn't score a fucking touchdown in this game. Six
And
field
they
goals,
won.
and they won. They scored more touchdowns in Cleveland and lost. They're an
AFC
insane
North
clip with
football,
that.
man.
Two different games this year where the Steelers didn't score a touchdown and still won.
It was such
Meanwhile,
a mistake hiring Arthur Smith, man.
meanwhile, the Bengals are like I think are like second or third in the NFL in touchdowns, and they are 4-7. Who said touchdowns win games?
I gotta send you a funny meme I saw the other day real quick. I'll Twitter DM it to you.
Empire State of Mind would be in so many commercials. That's a good call out, actually. You think they could get Jay-Z to do the opening coin toss?
it's not a
There's
bad
a
idea.
thought.
Actually,
So there's a thought. And they would move it to MetLife Stadium too. They wouldn't keep that shit in New Orleans. They'd move it to MetLife Stadium.
I'm gonna say, man, they kind of have to.
Yes, yeah.
All right, check your Twitter
Uh,
DMs, Bo.
check my Twitter DM. Should I do it on the
Yeah, yeah, bring it up.
all right. Let's see. See what he's got for me. It's always good content when he says check the Twitter DMs.
It's definitely relevant to tonight.
Black Friday deals happening right now at Best Buy.
Oh man, we're gonna mute tab. Here we go. Holding offense number 77, 10-yard penalty, replay second down. Mike Tomlin on the sideline. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's on brand, man. Mike Tomlin always got the exact same pace. For sure. Or Alicia Keys. Oh, Alicia Keys, that's a good call out too. Yeah. You know what? Boo Seahawks, do you want to come on the pod someday?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yes. I'm asking. Hey, he's listening pretty intently. See what he has to say. He's gonna say something like, "No, I think this Daniel guy's got it covered as far as good takes go."
Hey, that's hey man, I
You
don't
might have a
disagree.
point here. We should hear him out.
Um, I like how he also only posts in the chat when Daniel's looking down.
Yeah, so convenient.
Oh no, you got me. Woo.
No,
Uh,
wait, got you. It was just a coincidence, right?
it's like a Scooby-Doo unveiling.
Uh,
All over my micro names on right now. Good. Okay. We'll get you on episode 101. You can interview Coach Prime. Uh,
oh yeah, we got Coach on
Atlanta.
the pod next time.
That's true. Yeah, Coach
We got
Prime
we
will be
gotta
on
tell
the
him to
front.
shave though.
Oh, yeah, true. He's got the salt and pepper beard going though. I kind of like it. I don't know. It's a good look. Let's see. Atlanta, Denver. Denver kicked the fucking shit out of Atlanta. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man, Broncos might be good. So much for bad team merchant, baby.
Yeah, but you got them on before they
No,
were good.
no, what?
They started 0-2.
Because
Also,
they
the
play good
Broncos might be
teams.
Jad Teams merchants. The Falcons are now like -20 in point differential. Actually, let's check something here. Standings, sort, overall. I want league point differential. Bengals are still in the positive. Seahawks -8. Atlanta -30. They're just not a good team. They are not a good team. The Atlanta Falcons are not a good team. Detroit's pretty good
I
though.
just saw the Tomlin meme again.
It's all over the place, man. Can't escape it. Um,
That -8 has to come from the Bills game for the Seahawks.
and the first 49ers game, probably.
Oh, yeah. I've completely mind hold that one.
Fair enough.
We were so banged up that game, man.
Yeah. Well, hey, speaking of Seahawks Niners, the floor's
Yeah.
yours. We've made it.
Oh man, that was a sweet, sweet game. It felt so good to just finally take it's been I think six in a row because it was the last two seasons plus a playoff game and this season. So yeah, it's been six in a row. And like we had a long streak against the Niners, so I was getting real pissed. And this is Mike McDonald's first signature win. This was a real big win. Defense played fantastic. They played really, really well. Um, they really played the run game great. They really bottled up McCaffrey in ways I haven't seen them do against a Shanahan team ever. Just how they played those stretch runs. And the new additions, over the year were pretty impactful players. You're hearing a lot of Ernest Jones talk. What you laughing about?
I'm just smiling. I agree. I like the takes. It's good.
Ernest Jones had a fantastic game. He had a really, really good game. But people aren't talking about Roy Robertson Harris just playing the run defense on the edge. He's been pretty dang good at it. Tyrese Knight had a good game. I was a little worried of getting rid of T Dot, but that worked out nicely. Jonathan Hankins got a big boy interception. Everyone loves it.
Oh, never a bad thing to see that.
It was actually a pretty uh impressive play because it was a disrupted pass by Devin Witherspoon on Christian McCaffrey. Goes up in the air, but not like super close to the line of scrimmage. Jonathan Hankins got up there for a 30-year-old nose tackle. He got up there, man. O-line, for all intents and purposes, they had a pretty decent game. Oluwatimi played pretty well. Abe Lucas had a pancake on his first play, so that was nice to see. Nick Bosa was on the sideline yucking it up with George Kittle during the second half. Geno Smith leading that game winner. I was like, there's no fucking way he does this, and he did it. Shout out to him on that goal line run. That was really impressive. Just it was sweet to beat the Niners and having Niners fans want to fire Kyle Shanahan. That was really sweet.
I did see that. That's
Which
wild.
would be so foolish to fire Shanahan. I hope they do it. Like his offense is so vanilla. It's like what? Man,
You know
go
what,
back.
Robert?
Rehire Jim Tomsula.
I can think of a team that would really benefit from having Kyle Shanahan working with plenty of offensive weapons and for the first time in his career, an elite quarterback.
Yeah, Matt Ryan.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know
sorry.
what, Rob?
Okay. Yeah.
Shout out Seattle for having a pretty damn good game and slaying their demon against the Niners
You said they'd blow us out.
and making the rest of the nation laugh at San Francisco's demise as they choke yet another divisional game. And they've become irrelevant for the rest of this year.
The window's closed for the Niners, man. They're
No,
getting
it is.
even older.
They're cooked.
They're next. Look at their
And they gotta
upcoming
pay Purdy.
schedule, Beau. It's tough. Pull it up. I think they have
Let's
Buffalo
check
in their
this
next
out.
two.
They gotta pay Purdy this offseason, and they gotta
At Packers,
Figure
at
out.
Bills. Those are two really tough games. That was a must win for the Niners, man. Yeah, they got to pay Purdy $60 million, and he had a bad game against the Seahawks. He had a bad game.
Let's talk about a tough remaining schedule, actually. I want to show you the Steelers' remaining schedule.
Oh, wow.
Oh God!
damn.
The Browns are looking real tough there, man. This is
Yeah, right.
this is literally that dragon meme of
Yeah, right.
strong.
Oh, and
dragon
it's funny.
fruit.
I mean, the Bengals are 4-7, but they always play the Steelers tight, and they've got a top 3 offense in the league.
I mean, they're gonna give every team's runs. They just can't
Yeah.
finish games.
They just won't be able to finish a game. So Steelers will probably sweep them, but hey, it'll be
It'll be tough
competitive.
games, man.
It'll give me anxiety. So it matters. For Zach Taylor, at least. Well, there you go. Any more thoughts on Seahawks Niners?
Fuck the Niners.
Fuck the Niners. That's something we can all get behind. Well, Chiefs Bills.
This is a
This
fun
made-
game.
This game made me smile. Something made me smile this weekend. Woof. Oh man. And we all knew eventually something was gonna catch up to Kansas City. Josh Allen, man, put on his Superman cape with that last touchdown run. What a monster. He also put on his Superman cape for my fantasy team because I only won by 3 points. So shout out Josh Allen for that. Yeah, man. I don't know. The Bills are a better football team than the Chiefs, honestly. They have been for most of the year. They just had 2 more losses. And now they only have 1 more loss. And now the Chiefs. The Bills do have to play the Lions later in the year. That's tough. But outside of that, Bills, I mean, let's look at the Bills schedule here. That's probably the only game left on their schedule they lose.
Oh, huh.
Is that the Bills schedule? Oh, that's kind of.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
No, that's what I'm
I
saying. I
think
mean,
at max 2 losses. At max.
Right, and I'm sitting here saying the Lions game. Okay, let's call the Lions game a loss.
Yeah,
And I don't even think that's a guarantee, but let's say it's a
I
loss.
would say
So
that's
they
one for
finished
sure.
14-3. Let's say 14-3. Now let's look at the Chiefs schedule.
Oh,
We
Panthers will
all
If
know
they
they're
both
losing.
finish 14-3, the Bills get the bye.
Ooh.
I think Carolina beats Kansas City this year.
Ah,
Ooh,
One thousand
that's
percent.
bold.
that's a
One thousand
hot
percent.
take,
It's gonna
man.
happen, bro. Bryce Young, 400 yards, absolutely cooked
I
Mahomes.
They're
think any
losing.
of
They're
I
losing at least one divisional game.
I think Browns, Texans, or not, sorry, Browns. No. Texans, Steelers, Broncos. I mean,
That's a tough
it,
stretch.
that's a really tough stretch at the end of the year. And the Chargers in a couple weeks too. By no means slouches.
Nope.
So it's possible. It's possible. Anything's possible with the power of Josh Allen. Um, yeah, I don't know. The Chiefs couldn't keep skating by on bullshit much longer.
Yeah, a team finally played well, and Chiefs don't play well.
Yeah, right.
Joe Brady was
Um,
cooking, man. They were killing him on meshes. They were doing some mesh traffic too. Ooh. Or no, not mesh traffic, super meshes. They did do a mesh traffic. And then the meshes totally they just started sitting in the flats and leaving the middle of the field open. So that's how Allen carved up on the run game. That's the few times when if they're squatting on those outsides, that's when you run the and that's when you get rid of the over the ball and just have the quarterbacks be responsible for the middle. It was really cool to see. We'll
look at
be
the
doing
stat line.
breakdowns on the middle school team I coach in the winter.
hmm
Other stuff that I thought about. I'm gonna miss twice a week episodes, man.
Um, picture margin. You can look up like all the splits. Dang, that's crazy. But anyways, look at the stat line. Look at the stat line.
See.
Through 11 games, 3,028 yards, 27 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, first in QBR. What the fuck?
Oh shit. BYU ASU plays tomorrow. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
gonna be fun.
Wait, do they? No, I don't think they do. I think they play Saturday.
I may have been misled.
They play Saturday.
No, I wanted a Good Friday game.
Oh, would have been. Hey,
What
we get
am I
UNLV. Hey,
doing?
there's UNLV playing. UNLV San
Oh,
Jose State, I
fucking
think.
East Coasters, man. That's what they meant by tomorrow.
Ah, Joe Burrow, man. What is there to say? He is literally playing an all-time great level. Like if the Bengals were 8-3 right now, actually, if you flipped every single one score game, the Bengals would be 9-2 right now. Say they're 9-2 right now. Nothing else changes. We'd be talking about the Bengals as having, or sorry, we'd be talking about Joe Burrow as having one of the all-time great quarterback seasons. His stat line is up there with '07 Brady.
Didn't
The
Mahomes throw
best,
for 5,000 a couple of years ago?
yeah. I don't know if he's quite on. He's not on pace for that. So okay, so he's not on pace for that. But his stat line is pretty comparable to '07 Brady. 16-0, '07 Brady. And they are 4-7. This is the largest indictment on a coaching staff from top to bottom, not just a coaching staff, an organization, on a scouting staff, on a evaluation staff, on an executive staff, on a this is the Angry Beau rant, by the way, on an ownership group, on a defensive, on player personnel, on players. I could ever imagine. I have to pay. I'm sorry. I have to pace for this one. So hold on.
First ever pacing podcast. Let's go.
Yeah,
Ah.
right.
World premiere.
World premiere.
I'm just at a loss. I don't know what to say other than the Cincinnati Bengals are organizationally a fucking shit show. And I feel like I say that and it sounds harsh, but I don't think it's harsh enough. And I say that and it sounds angry, but really it's sad. It's sadness. This is an angry Beau rant,
Sad
and
Beau
it will
Rant.
be that.
Defeated.
But
You've
it's a
been
so
broken.
sad Beau. Beau is it's a sad, depressed, defeated, broken. I'm Joe Burrow right now. I'm Beau Burrow right now. That's what I am. I am him on the sideline throwing for 356 yards and 3 touchdowns against the best defense in the NFL on the road, coming back from a 27-6 deficit because my defense is dog shit. And I set my kicker up to kick a game-winning field goal and he misses it. Defense somehow gets the ball back. I don't know how they did it. I guess they made a deal with the devil over at halftime. I don't know. They get the ball back. I put my kicker in another position to make a game-winning field goal. He missed it again. Again, my defense gets another stop. And then my offensive line falls apart and we go 3-and-out. We have to punt the ball back. And then the defense decides to fall apart with 45 seconds left when we could have just held one more time, taken our chance in OT. Organizationally, Cincinnati Bengals are the biggest joke in the NFL. And that's saying something because the Cleveland Browns are within the state of Ohio. And that's saying something because the Las Vegas Raiders are still a thing. And that's saying something because the Dallas Cowboys are still a thing. The New York Jets are still a thing. I don't care. I would take all of their ownership situations over Mike fucking Brown. If it weren't for his cheapness, we would have signed Jamar Chase already. So we're gonna sign Jamar Chase. I have no doubt Jamar Chase is gonna retire Bengal. I have no doubts about that. At the same time, could have signed him this offseason. Instead, now we're gonna have to pay him under next year's salary cap number, which is probably gonna go up a lot. So we just have to pay him more. So good job, Mike, on that one. Real savvy on your part there. T. Higgins isn't gonna be a Bengal after this year. He's hurt all the time anyway, so whatever. Still, they have no backup plan in place. Oh, and their defense is still going to be dog shit. So you think this year it's just Joe and Jamar carrying a bad team? Just wait, it's going to get even worse. They need to learn how to fucking draft players. They need to do what the Kansas City Chiefs did, remake their defense, let aging contracts go, let expiring. Don't hold on to this loyalty to motherfuckers like Sam Hubbard. Geno Stone. Geno Stone sucks. Cam Taylor-Britt sucks. Sam Hubbard sucks. Jermaine Pratt sucks. Just gotta forget that. Failed experiment. Move on. Sheldon Rankins has played like 3 games. It's embarrassing that we run out of defense like that. We run out of defense with like 2 competent players, one of whom was DJ Turner, who's now out for the season. So we basically just have Trey Hendrickson now. Oh my God. This team, man. Defense is so cooked. And you know the biggest fucking slap in the face of it all is that deep down, I know, no matter how much I can say, oh, I know Zach Taylor's not going to get fired. I know he's going to be back next year and probably the year after that. And he's going to keep saying the same shit in every press conference. He's going to say, I know this isn't the team that we are. I know we're close, and everything's still in front of us, and we can still go be the team that we think we are. No, you can't, Zach, and it's your fucking fault. You're a disgrace. You're wasting elite quarterback play. You were wasting the best quarterback in the National Football League. And I just hope we don't Andrew Luck him. I know we're not going to Carson Palmer him because he's a better person than Carson Palmer was. Carson Palmer was a spoiled so cowboy. So anyone thinking he's going to demand a trade, he's not. He's not going to demand a trade. He's going to retire a Bengal. Jamar Chase is going to retire a Bengal. I just hope those retirements don't come sooner than we think. This team, this organization has defeated me. I don't know what to root for at this point. Do I root for wins? We're 2 games from the Broncos in the race for the 7 seed now. Are we going to catch up to them? We still play the Broncos later in the year, so there's an opportunity to get 1 game back. Will we get 2? I don't know. Maybe not. Does it matter? Because the defense, if we go to Buffalo, we're not stopping Josh Allen. Go to Baltimore, we're not stopping Lamar Jackson. We go to KC, we can stop Patrick Mahomes. They suck. But I had to get one shot in there.
Yeah, much earned, much earned.
Um, yeah, it's just, would I rather they finish 4-13 so that they actually have a good enough and I feel like they could actually fire Zach Taylor if they go 4-13. Yeah. Or would I rather they sneak into the playoffs and see what happens from there? At this point, I don't know. At this point, I don't fucking know. But what I do know is that I am pretty defeated. I'm really glad the Bengals have a bye this week because I couldn't take another game like last Sunday, man. I was ready to come on this podcast when it was 27-6 and just low-key throw a little party. Have fun. Talk about how Zach Taylor's gone. Talk about how they got blown out and this shit's wild, shit's fun. He's gonna be gone and no excuses to bring him back. Hell, he could have been gone on Tuesday if they'd lost 27-6. But no, Joe Burrow's just too good for that. He crawled us back, climbed us back into it. We should have won. Could have won. Should have won. But the organizational ineptitude of Cincinnati Bengals consumes all at some point. Ran over. I had fun with that. I'm not gonna lie. That was the exact inverse of Daniel's Detroit Lions rant from last week. Not a rant, speech from last week.
Speech.
The exact inverse. Uh Chargers are a good football team. Texans, Cowboys. Cowboys suck. I don't know. We've talked about this. Cowboys are terrible.
Beautiful to watch them continue to get blown out at home, man.
Yeah. Did you see Trevon Diggs and CeeDee Lamb went to a club after this game too?
Hey, how about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? Yeah.
You know what though? That
Definitely.
Bengals rant, that was fun to listen to. That was very passionate.
Yeah.
Rob had a very passionate Seahawks speech as well. We all have a lot of emotions for our teams. And that's cool to see.
It's quite the spectrum, I'll just say that. Quite the spectrum.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Is it time for picks, boys? I think it's time for picks, boys.
One
Let's
last thing I
see.
want to say about that game.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You know, it was a bad omen when that roof metal fell.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, Steelers Browns. Snow game. First snow game of the NFL season. That's fun. That's always a good one. That's always great when that happens. Steelers lost to the Browns. Again, the Bengals were the only AFC North team to win in Cleveland this year, so that's fun. Um, the one team that never does it. Nick Chubb had 2 touchdowns. That's good for him. Jerry Jeudy had another good game for Cleveland. I don't know. The Steelers' offense was kind of inept for most of this game. They had a big fourth quarter, had a couple touchdowns in the fourth quarter, actually get the lead. And then their new punter Johnston, he shanked a punt. They got an interception that probably should have sealed the game. Went 3 and out. Johnson shanks a punt. So the Browns start like their game-winning drive on the 45-yard line. They get a touchdown, and it's game from there. So, I love the snow. Jameis's post-game pressers have been incredible,
Oh,
by the way. If you haven't had a chance to
I
listen
love
to them,
Jameis, man. I love Jameis.
so.
Um,
Anyways,
so I've
oh,
been
sorry, good.
watching the show Solar Opposites lately,
Mhm.
and as like aliens who come to Earth, and like they try to make a man cave, and they call it a mank ave full time,
Mhm.
but they have like a football game on, and like we're watching the Jets play against the color brown. We're color brown fans in this house, so now whenever I think of the Browns house, you're the color Browns.
Color Browns.
That's funny.
That's pretty
Did they
great.
change the
That's
logo at all in that show, or is it still just
I
like
don't think they showed the logo at all.
okay?
yeah, they can. I think they can reference. They can say the team name, but they can't show the logo.
I was gonna
Like,
say
there's
they
some
could just
rules
change
about
the
that.
logo and just make like a brown square or something,
Yeah.
showing the color brown.
Yeah, there's some rules. There's some rules, but yeah, they could say the team name. That's so funny. The Color Browns. Oh man. All right, boys, is it ready? Are we time for picks?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
sir.
time for picks.
All right. Well, I led us off with being wrong about the Steelers
Are
on
they wearing a white
Tuesday.
helmet?
No, the Bears, they're wearing their throwback jerseys, but that is the color blue because they're wearing a white throwback jersey. So whenever there's an alternate jersey, I try to spice up the
Well, yeah, I saw the alternate thing. I was just wondering if they're wearing white helmets with it.
oh no, why? They have the Michigan helmets with the stripes. So that's fun. Speaking of Michigan, Daniel, you're first up. Chicago, Minnesota.
You know
Minnesota's
what,
three
boys?
now. Yeah.
Give me the Bears.
Oh, that's something you haven't said in a while. I respect it. Actually, it's not true. I think we all picked the Bears against the Patriots a couple weeks ago. All right, Rob.
I'm gonna go Minnesota.
Minnesota. Okay. One thing, and this is actually something Daniel told me a while ago. One thing about Bears Vikings games, the away team always wins.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm trusting his judgment on this one. Obviously Vikings, however, are or they're the favorites in this game, so you know how much they win by. I think they can win comfortably in this one. Give me the Vikes. All right, and Rob, you get to lead us off with
Are you
Colts.
kidding me? Only 7?
Yeah, Colts. Well, they're hosting, and
I
hosting
Yeah,
is
don't
always
care.
funny.
it's a road game. You know, they gotta humble us a
Yeah, give me the
little bit.
lights.
Yeah, I agree. That one's whoa, formula suggestions. That's fun. Interesting. No, I agree.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
only
found my
7.
secret algorithm.
That's how he plays those picks.
I used AI.
You know what's kind of funny, boys? My gut tells me that the Colts are actually gonna cover this, but because I'm such a Lions homer this year, give me the fucking Lions anyway. I don't care.
Hell
I
yeah,
don't
man.
mind
I
being wrong.
respect it. Um, Miami, New England, Miami hosting the Patriots with 7.5 point favorites, 7.5 points going the Patriots' way. I don't care. Miami's on a roll right now. I'm on a roll, maybe a little bit of a stretch, but they're playing good football right now. Especially on defense. I think they'll be able to do just enough. 7.5 seems like a big spread. It is. Um, but hey, they've been winning comfortably the past couple weeks against low tier competition, but that's exactly what New England is. So give me Miami to cover.
Yeah, Dolphins for me too.
Dolphins. It's in Miami. They're cursed.
Bucks Giants. Bucks getting Mike Evans back this week. Going up to New York to take on New York Football Giants. On the flight up, they're dropping 6. Daniel, how you feeling?
Give me the Giants to cover, boys. Tommy DeVito debut.
Oh God. So like people showing pictures of his agent. Let everyone know we back or we up or whatever. Of course, give me the Dolphins. Are you kidding me? Daniel
Dolphins.
Jones, hope you're enjoying playing safety on scout team.
The Dolphins aren't playing in this game.
I'm Florida team. Bucks.
Part of me thinks actually, yeah, the Giants could keep this close because the Bucks defense is so bad and they won't have any tape on Tommy Cutlets quite yet.
What tape is there to have? He's bad.
Oh man, he beat the Packers last year. On the other hand, Mike Evans being back will help the Bucks. Coming off a bye, which will help. Yeah, give me the Bucks off the bye. Commies 10.5 point favorites over Dallas. Imagine seeing this spread in
Wow.
August.
Dude, right?
That's incredible. Yeah, 10.5 point favorites. Rob, go ahead.
Dan Quinn homecoming. The Cowboys just feel kind of defeated right now. 10.5's a lot though, man. That's the same that the Chiefs are favored over the Panthers. So
Panthers,
I just
yeah.
can't take 10.5, man. Give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, I agree, especially in a divisional game. Not that I think the Cowboys are good. I honestly could see them not covering this. But the Cowboys do play better on the road than they do at home. So
Because they
that
don't have any
also kind of
sun.
influences me.
Dude, Jerry's totally
Um,
gonna change that just because everyone's talking about it. Or
yeah,
is he
so
so stubborn that he won't change it? Both can be true.
a couple different
Maybe
outcomes
he
there.
opens up everywhere so it's even hot, or he gets like some really bright lights instead.
He cuts off the roof, makes it open air stadium. All right, Daniel.
Boys, you know what? I'm getting fucking destroyed in Pick'em. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna do
Metagame,
weird things.
boo.
I'm gonna be entertaining. Yeah, give me the commies.
I already knew it. Chiefs, Panthers. Chiefs, 10.5 point favorites. Can Panthers come off a bye? Yeah, Panthers off a bye. Chiefs off their first loss. Man, my brain and my gut are telling me different day. The Chiefs are going to win this game. Don't get me wrong. Chiefs are going to win. I'm not that much of a hater. Chiefs are definitely going to win. My brain tells me they're actually telling me the opposite of what you might expect. My brain tells me the Chiefs don't usually win in blowouts. They're playing a Panthers team. They're coming off a loss. The Panthers are coming off a bye. Panthers haven't been playing that bad recently. That's what my brain's telling me. My brain's telling me, and it's a big spread. My brain's telling me pick the Panthers. My gut's telling me, nah, Chiefs are gonna wreck them. So yeah, give me the Chiefs.
Bryce Young, 400-yard game, rivaling Joe Burrow's best performances this year. Give me the Panthers to cover, bro. I don't give a fuck anymore. Give me that shit.
It's only
All
week
right.
12, dog. You got
Yeah,
time.
we got time. We got like
Ah,
6 more
man.
weeks. We're not even 2/3 of the
Dude,
way
I've
in.
been trying all year and I still go 4-12 every week with
We went
NFL.
8-6 last week.
It's like 1 week.
Yeah, we had a
And,
bad
and
week since like week 7. Anyways,
yeah,
go
you
ahead,
might put
Rob.
yourself even further in the hole. Of course, give me the
Yeah,
Chiefs.
Bro, watch me
Chiefs.
be right then. Watch the Panthers cover. Watch
I mean, I could
Washington
see the
block the
Panthers
Cowboys.
covering.
If they
My
do it,
brain
it would
is
be
telling me
very
the
funny.
Panthers cover, honestly. Um, Houston, Tennessee, Battle of the Oilers. Houston, 7.5 point home favorites. Daniel, you're leading us off.
Titans cover.
Houston.
I'm actually
Tennessee has
also
a
going.
problem.
They do. Titans suck, man. When's the last time they did
Any
cover?
chance that we get a one and done?
I mean, it's definitely possible.
Your boy can come back and POC again.
Ugh, gross. No, I'm actually the one of the few things I'm happy about this year's damn pitcher.
Yeah, he's really proved it. That's for sure.
When's the last time Titans covered? It's been a hot minute.
When you're asking that, that's when you know it's bad.
They didn't play that week. It doesn't look like.
I think it was the
Oh wait, never mind. They played Indy. There you go. Didn't cover against Indy.
Go to Tennessee, Miami, week 4.
Oh yeah, there you go. Tennis. They haven't covered since week 4. All
It's
right,
all right.
yeah,
They're gonna
yeah.
do it. They're gonna do it this week. Fuck
They
it.
suck. Give me the Texans.
They don't suck. Have you seen Will Levis play, bro?
Elite
Have you
quarterback.
seen where
quarterback.
they are in Tankathon? They got the
Best
number 2
quarterback in
in
the
the league right
man.
now, brother. If the
Yeah,
season ended
shout
today,
out to
they'd have the
Jags.
second pick.
Shout out to the Jags. When they're bad, they're bad.
Yeah, the Jags are either a playoff contender or number
First
1
pick.
overall pick contender every year. Actually, it's funny. The Jags literally were in the divisional round of the playoffs 2 years ago, and they almost, like, literally should have made the playoffs last year.
They
This
fucked
year,
up
they could get the
so
first
bad.
overall
They
pick, and
fucked
the
up
2 years
so
prior to
bad
that.
taking Trayvon Walker, man.
Yeah. Well, and it's just so funny in hindsight because the past 5 seasons for Jags fans, first overall pick, first overall pick, divisional round of the playoffs,
Playoffs? You're talking about
barely missed the
playoffs?
playoffs, first overall pick. You have a lot of first overall picks. That's something, right?
Just
Um,
ruined an absolute no doubt quarterback.
yep. Um, Broncos, Raiders. Broncos 6-point road favorites. Robbie.
Give me the Broncos.
I agree. The Raiders are dog shit, and the Broncos are good.
That Antonio Pierce should be a one and done.
He will be. He will be.
You know who I could see being the
Vegas.
Vegas head coach?
Who's that?
Dan Lanning.
Dan Lanning. I can see that. I can see that. I love Daniel's just going completely off the script here. Dan Lanning. All right, I respect it. Wait,
I've heard that there is actual interest in Dan Lanning in the NFL.
oh no, I've heard that too.
And like Dan Lanning's the one head coach in college that probably has it a little bit better in college than the NFL. He's got the unlimited money supply glitch.
Right. Look at that. Oh no, never mind. Why did I say whoopsie daisy? Hold on.
I think I have finally come to admit that he is a good coach. It's hard to win.
My bad, guys. I accidentally listed Seattle, Arizona as America's game of the week. Green Bay, San Francisco actually is America's game of the week.
Wow, they don't want to show a true American game of the week. What a
They do
shame.
not. They do not. Hey, if it makes you feel better though, oh, never mind. Nope, I'm dumb. I thought for a second, I thought it said Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady were calling Arizona
Thank
Seattle. And I was like,
God.
wait, that doesn't make sense. But no, they're calling San Francisco Seattle.
Thank
I was like,
God.
how could it be America's game of the week then?
The only Tom Brady called Seahawks game I missed. So, doing okay.
Is Tony Romo not calling a game this week? Oh yeah, look at that. They're giving Nance and Romo the week off.
Oh, Jim.
Ooh, I don't know, Jim.
Oh, I don't know, Jim.
Yeah,
It looked a little Mahomey there.
they're giving Nance and Romo the week off, man.
Dude,
That'll be
if
well
Tony
rested.
Romo was a NFC commentator, people would still love him as much as they started as when he's first started.
Oh, I don't know about that, Rob. That looked a little Mahomey there. Only Patrick Mahomes gets that kind of call. We'll see what happens.
I still love Tony as a commentator. I'll die on that hill.
As long as he's not calling the Chiefs, I'm fine
Yeah,
with it.
yeah.
San Francisco, Green Bay. I guess I'm leading this one off. Green Bay, 3-point
I'd
favorites.
want to hang out with Tony Romo. I
I,
would.
I and I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
I think
That's a
he'd be
fair
a fun
take.
guy to hang out with.
We're Super Bowl.
Um,
We're a Super Bowl team.
I I'm going with the Niners. They've got the just like the Packers on the Bears, the Niners on the Packers. I know
That's
they're on the
true.
road and the Packers are playing better football than the Niners are at the moment. But I mean, I don't know. I think I'm getting points with the team that typically owns the Packers. I
Is
like that.
is Kittle playing?
That's a good question. I don't know. I actually haven't checked. I'd have to look.
Because that offense is just completely different when Kittle plays. They're just absolutely neutered without
Ooh,
him.
Purdy. Oh, Kittle to Kittle vows to play Sunday
Vows.
versus Packers.
What happened to Purdy?
Vows. Well, he says Purdy status iffy after another limited
You know who
practice.
had a bad game against the Seahawks?
Brock Purdy.
He did, but Trent Williams. He did not have a good
Yeah.
game. Please
I'm
let
sticking
him
with my
finally be
San
getting
Francisco
old.
pick. I'm sticking with it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
give me
know. I'm just mentioning things.
Fair enough. Daniel,
Niners.
Give me the Packers, baby. Oh,
have I been able? I haven't lone wolf to pick yet, man. Okay.
Chalky
Uh,
Beau. They call him Chalky Beau Gleason.
Daniel, you get to lead us off with Cardinals Seahawks. I
Oh
hope
my.
Boo Seahawks gets fired up about your pick.
Push.
Cardinals are one
I'm
point
picking the
favorite.
push. Give me the push.
Yeah.
Taking the push. Let's
Give me the
go.
push.
Always take the push.
Oh, let's take the push, man.
You
The
know,
Cardinals
Seahawks
win by one.
Seahawks own the cards, man. Give me Seahawks. I think we're hitting our stride.
I don't know about that, but I am also taking the Seahawks just because they're at home. I think the Cardinals beat the Seahawks in a couple of weeks when we're all in attendance.
That would be pretty sad. The one time I go there and they don't win in Glendale. Speaking of which, let's stay on a little bit after and solidify tickets.
Oh yeah, we should. We should. Good call. Good call. Eagles Rams. Sunday night football. Philadelphia dropping 3 points on the flight over to LA. That's SoFi on back-to-back Sunday night games. And then they also got Monday night. Man,
Interesting.
a lot of SoFi exposure on primetime games recently. Anyways, and they had Monday night a couple weeks ago too.
So Chargers are wearing their navies.
They are wearing their navies. Yep.
You know what would be cool if they added a blackout with really bright yellow bolts.
That
I
would
think
be
that would
kind of
look pretty
cool.
cool.
But anyways, Rams, Eagles. Rob, you're leading us off.
I'm gonna take Philly -3.
I will be doing the same because Philly's playing really good football right now.
Yeah, give me Philly. I'll take the Eagles.
And lastly, Baltimore, Los Angeles Chargers, Los Angeles. The two most recent teams the Bengals have lost to. Also, both coached by Harbaugh's. Ravens 3-point favorites on the road. Give me the Chargers in this one.
Oh, there's
Not
gonna be
only am I
so
getting
much
points,
Harbaugh talk
I
during
think they
this.
win straight up.
I'm gonna
I
get
think they're a better football team than the Ravens.
I'm gonna be sick of all the Harbaugh talk. Oh, they're brothers. Oh,
Daniel.
uh nah, give me the Ravens. I think they bounce back.
I'm gonna go Chargers here. They're playing really good
Oh,
ball.
I'm
to me,
lone wolfing a Ravens game, bro. That's crazy. Y'all are underrating the hell out of Lamar Jackson.
I'm not underrating the hell out of Lamar Jackson. I'm fading
I'm
their
taking the
defense, which
points.
is their defense is dog shit.
It is
Rob
not
was
good.
literally just talking about how he hates Jim Harbaugh, and he's
That does not. I do hate him. This does not change that fact. However, they're playing well right now.
Literally the only game me and Rob disagreed on this week was Green Bay, San Francisco. So I will
Chalky
not
Bo
be.
Gleason. Very sad.
Hey, you picked after me on most of these.
What?
So Anyways, actually, is that true? I actually don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyways, well, there you go. That's it for this edition of the West Coast Draft Podcast.
100th episode.
100th episode. It was a fun one too. That was a passionate, angry Beau rant. I got into
Passionate is
that.
one way to say it.
Shout out Boo Seahawks, by the way, for making the chat fun as well. We'll never know who you truly were, but we appreciate your sacrifice. Closing thoughts,
Yes, being a Lions fan.
Go ahead, Daniel.
Hey man, you guys already know what I'm going to say. The Detroit Lions, and you guys can fill in the blanks from there. I won't say
Yeah,
anything.
all right. Go ahead, Rob.
If one of us creates a burner to spread propaganda, all of us creates. One of us look like, oh,